Welcome back, YouTube. Gonna be picking up where we left off in our Survivorman challenge. For those who are not aware of what we got going on, we started with $0 a chainsaw and a dream at this, and we're trying to make it work. And this is the nightmare that I get to deal with today. So to fill in what we got going on here, as I try to figure out where the heck my tractor is sitting right next to us. So basically, the issue I've got going on right now pretty much boils down to I have an absolutely ridiculous number of carrots that we harvested. And the unfortunate thing is each one of those boxes is somewhere in the ballpark of 1.5 tons. So one big issue there is just dealing with delivering them. We have kind of figured out that about how much we can carry on our cart, there's somewhere in the ballpark of about 4 boxes. How much our tractor can carry is about 1. Or tractor can carry, and the reason is, unfortunately, this tractor doesn't allow me to put a front weight on it. So if I take more than that, we end up rolling forward. So the good news, I don't actually have to do a great job of how I'm hauling these out, because I don't have to actually worry about filling up the trailer that much. I could potentially try putting more on there, but we were already having some slowdowns with the tractor just with the 4. Now, to fill people in what we had going on, so when this run started, we had our chainsaw, we cut down a whole lot of trees. It's pretty much the way all these runs start, with the low money and chainsaw. So we cut down, there's almost by those rocks where there's basically a giant forest. You can kind of see the patchiness of the dirt over there to show the area. And we had some decent money that we got from it, but when I had looked at it, I kind of got overambitious, like, alright, cool, we probably have, $100-some thousand here. I can probably do something pretty meaningful with that. We were just wrong. Just straight up thought I was gonna have way more money than I was going to. But the issue I've got now is, because I didn't have enough money, I had to sit there and figure out what we're going to do. And what I probably should have done is gone into grass. I was trying to avoid that, but we are here now. So in the meantime, we just got to make our money. The big thing is, got to make money back. Each time I load this up with about 4 boxes, we're making profit-wise $500-600. So it's not a lot of money, and that's not the revenue, that's profit. Revenue, it's like $1,500-1,600 or something like that. I can't remember the exact amount. Part of the reason it's that bad is I have to spend $130 in each and every single one of those boxes to then put the carrots into them. So it's definitely nowhere near as much as we would hope. I'm going to try putting more of these on here. I don't expect this to go well. I do expect to be able to move it, but instead of going up there and being like at 8-9 miles an hour, I expect to be one of those things where we watch it struggle at 1-2 miles an hour. It won't be great, but we're going to go for 5 actual boxes, and then one of those boxes right up there is not actually full. Yeah, considering I'm watching that trailer shift like all over the place. Yeah, this was the one box in the entire set that actually hit the wrong key, and I spat out a box with basically nothing in it. So I do just want to get my $130 back. Plus, whatever 7% of a box of carrots is worth. So the hope would be that after the season, I've made enough money that we could just do something else. Alright, so let's see how bad this is gonna be. Yeah, so think it's safe to say 5 is too much. So yeah, so it's 4 boxes. That's what we get to do. So we're probably talking the area of 20, 30 trips. Okay. That's interesting. I think that was more than I anticipated. No, it wasn't. Oh, you know what? That's 1,600? That's not including the box sellback. So the box sellback is actually more. Okay, that's good news. So that means I'm making, instead of like 600 a box, I'm making somewhere in the ballpark of like 750 or something like that per box. I didn't do the math there, but it means it's a higher payback per each. That's really good to hear. Alright, but yeah, so as you can see, this time trying to go up the hill, instead of it just juggling back and forth like 2-3 miles per hour, we're sitting about 7, 8, 9, somewhere in that ballpark, which is still the tractor struggling, but far more reasonable. Alright. The one thing we'll do while we're up here is we'll check what's on sale today. I probably won't be able to afford anything worthwhile, but you never know. We might get lucky and find like a baler or foraging wagon or something on sale or whatever. I would love to switch from the carrots over to something else, but I have a real bad feeling that's just not a thing that's going to happen. Okay, so sales-wise, so we actually do have a baler. The downside is that's a baler there's not even remotely going to be able to afford. So that's pretty much a bummer.
myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
All right. And after what is going to be roughly 5 real-life hours of just picking up one, you know, like after 5 hours of like working on just picking up pallets, loading them onto the trailer, dragging them up the hill, selling them, and coming back down here, we're finally done. It's just barely under 5 real-life hours, just to clarify. If you notice in the top right, we are at what's effectively real time, so 24 in-game hours is 24 real-life hours. And the day started at 7, if I'm not mistaken. But you get the idea. It's really a big deal on just how long it takes. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be sitting at right around $75,000. And I don't think we're going to make a decision in-game today. But what's going to end up happening is most likely we are going to either try and upgrade our equipment related to doing the carrots and all that to hopefully make this not this type of time investment. But there's also the possibility that I just pivot to not deal with this. Because every harvest being, 5 in-game hours for this phase, another hour something for the actual putting them in the boxes. You get the idea that a harvest taking 6 in real-life hours is pretty rough. Pretty rough. But with all that said, I could see potentially pivoting to getting ourselves a better tractor and a mower and all that kind of stuff, and then trying to go that way, deal with, either baling or just forge wagon, all that. Make that happen. I don't think we have quite enough that we could switch into canola, barley, oats, that kind of stuff. Just because of the whole idea behind it. That I could sell the equipment we have, probably have 100,000, but I'm not sure I'd be able to get enough for the cedar. And I don't think we want to depart with the trailer and all that. Alright. So we got ourselves repaired. Only cost about like 700 or whatever. But yeah. And then gas-wise, we had about $160 during the day. So not too bad. Like very genuinely not too bad. So we got just shy, well, we'll say 74,000. Keeping in mind, if I do the crates, I'm going to need, $12,000 for more crates or whatever it is. Now, one big bummer is if we do just have this crop again, we do the harvest, it'll actually be a little bit easier. Like, we will have a little bit easier to be able to harvest the next one because our yield will be lower, which is a bad thing. I could buy the fertilizer wagon and just go with this, which means it'd be even longer of a harvest the next time. I don't think I want to do that. Very genuinely, this is... I do enjoy the challenge runs that can be pretty rough to get through. But, it's just definitely one of those things that it'll definitely be a time-consuming thing. But that said, I would say today's been extremely productive. We got our first major payout in this run, and it was good. Considering the $12-ish thousand we put down in crates and all that, we can knock that off. It means we got about $62,000 worth of profit, by the time it's all said and done. We won't be, we'll have to invest in more equipment and all that, but we'll make all the decisions on what that's going to be. I'll probably figure that off outside of the situation and all that. But yeah, so this has been a very, 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 very long day in game. We did manage to harvest everything. Let's actually do a quick peek. I'm pretty sure we got everything. I don't see any boxes floating around here. But yeah, so you can see like the fertilizer is terrible. It wants me to plow it, lime it, do all that stuff. We're going to do that in the next episode. We're not going to do that right now. But yeah, so when we get back, I'm going to make some kind of decision of what is happening to this field, because something needs to happen to this field to make this a little bit more merciful. But I'll come to that decision. We'll move on with it. The good news is we still do have our greenhouses going. Yeah, they're still going. They'll need a top off on the water next episode. That's also not a big deal. But yeah, so first major harvest. And thank you again for tuning in. I do hope to see you in the next one. And good night.